I'm bored, I'm going to watch the TV. Mr. Mumbles, where are you? Come and watch TV with me. There you are, Mr. Mumbles. I wonder what's on the hub. It's been years since I've watched that channel. They used to have My Little Pony on there and also my own show called Dan Vs. What? Dan Vs. is cancelled? Why would they cancel such a good show? Where's season 4? There's gotta be a reboot planned, right? I need to check the internet. I'll use this laptop that I borrowed from Chris. There's no reboot planned. What the hell? The web. Chris, you have to help me. They canceled Dan Vs. on the Hub Network and I am going to get my revenge.
Come on, Dan. I'm trying to have a nice date with Elise, and besides, the last time I helped you get revenge we got locked up in jail for assault. And also, Dan Vs. has been cancelled for years now. The final episode aired on March 9, 2013 and it is now 2023.
How did you even get in here, Dan? You need a reservation to eat here.
I snuck in, obviously. Anyways, Chris, come on, let's hurry up to the Hub Network's headquarters.
But Dan, me and Elise have planned this date for a while now. Can't we just do it later?
There is no time to wait, Chris. The sooner we make them reboot Dan Vs. the better. It was such an awesome show and didn't deserve to be cancelled.
Whatever, Chris, you can go with Dan. We can just plan another date for another time.
Okay, Elise.
Well, this looks like the place. We should hurry up and find a way inside.
Whatever you're planning better not get us arrested again. Elise is gonna kill me if I end up back in jail because of you.
Hello, how may I help you?
I need to speak with whoever was the one that canceled Dan Vs.
I'm sorry, but you can't do that without setting up an appointment first, so I will have to ask that you come back at a later date.
Screw the appointments. This is urgent. I'm Dan Mondell and this is Chris Pearson. We're the stars of Dan Vs. We should have a say in this situation.
I'm sorry guys, but that's just the policy. Regardless of who you are, I am not allowed to let anyone inside without an appointment if they aren't employees of the company.
Come on, Dan. Let's just go home and we can try to see about setting up that appointment to speak with them about the show. Looks like there is no other choice.
No, Chris, we will not be going home. I am going to handle this situation today no matter what it takes.
What the fuck, Dan? Since when did you have a gun? And why do you have it on you right now?
You didn't think I would come prepared, Chris? I had a feeling that something like this would happen, so I brought it just in case.
Calm down, Dan. The boss is through that door to your left. Don't hurt me please, I was just doing my job.
Don't worry, I'm not here for you, but if you alert the police then I will be back to get you. Let's go, Chris.
Hey, how did you get in here?
Doesn't matter. What matters is that you will reboot Dan Vs. and make a season 4 starting right now.
It's not that simple. It's been 10 years since the last episode of Dan Vs. Most of the original staff likely don't even work here anymore. The show wouldn't be the same.
So then reach out to all the original staff members and bring them back so they can continue the show as it was back then. I read online they'd have loved to keep it going. There was no reason for you to cancel it. The show was really good, and even though it may have been obscure and not as popular as My Little Pony, that's no excuse.
We're a corporation, Dan. All we care about is money. Doesn't matter what the fans think or want. If it isn't bringing the profits, we will trash it. That's how capitalism works.
Well, I fucking hate capitalism and I hate you. Why can't companies just let good shows keep running? Why do they always cancel all the good stuff?
Like I said, that's just how it works when the world is run by capitalist greed. Corporate does not care about the audience, only how much cash they can squeeze out of the product. Even though it is possible for us to reboot Dan Vs. and bring back the original staff and cast, we will just simply choose not to because it won't bring in the money like MLP. My Little Pony is the equivalent to us as SpongeBob is for Nickelodeon and Teen Titans Go for Cartoon Network. Dan Vs. was nowhere close to that, so it had to go.
Chris, go wait outside. I'm going to finish things up here. It will only take a minute.
Okay, Dan. Dan, what the hell did you do in there?
It doesn't matter. Let's go home before the cops show up.
So Dan, you feel any better now?
Yeah, I feel great. We may not see a continuation of Dan versus, but I at least got my revenge for it.
I better get back home to Elise before she freaks out. She's probably already going to interrogate me about the news report later.
Okay, I'll see you later, Chris.
See you later, Dan.